what were the moments that kind of, if any, made you think like, how long can I keep doing this? Like, where am I heading with this? Like, with
the only time I ever
think
that is when people when I ask people like, oh, how old do you think I am? And they say somewhere like 30 or like 35 or something, even though I'm only 25. And I go, sweet, I can still have green hair until I'm like 30, 35. That's when I reckon that's when everything kind of stops.
Yeah. You late 30s, you shouldn't be having green hair anymore. Yeah. You'll have to mature and go to a different color. Still not natural.
It's been green for 8 years.
You don't have to mature. Taylor's wrong on that. You can be immature forever.
I'm actually at the point where I'm scared to change my hair color.
Oh?
Like, I feel like people would just think it's really weird. I've had green hair for 8 years.
It does look natural on you.
Yeah, I mean...
So when you met him, you thought that's probably his natural hair color?
Well, yeah, he just smokes a lot. Yeah. It's really, he's going to pop positive for every hair strand.
Can I see it with your hat off?
I'm going to have really bad hat hair, though. It's like 1 a.m. I've had a hat on all day.
I'm okay with that. I've accepted the
risk. All right, well, look, people will laugh at me because I've got mad hat hair, but
that's solid. Oh yeah, it looks better than you said it was going to.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah,
you comb the back forward.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Everything just goes forwards.
Maybe I'll get green hair or blue hair for the next blue
So that was
season.
my thought when I was younger. I was like, why can't I just have colored hair? And then I realized when you have colored hair, it just fades really fast. And you have to keep dyeing it all the time. But when you dye it green, it lasts for like 2 months.
Oh, all I see of like out in public, like it's generally girls that have like that like unnaturally red or unnaturally like green or blue. Like, and
I mean, the big thing in
time
America
I see
right
it,
now
it's
is the
like
girls with the like stripes down the front.
Yeah, and something like I saw a lady at the grocery store that had like the whole thing done, and it's like if you're gonna have blue hair, you got to commit to the blue hair. You can't be fucking 5 weeks after your blue hair, like just a little tint of blue. You look ridiculous.
Taylor, like, you're 100% right. You look like it. It's almost like bad hygiene to have poorly dyed hair. You gotta commit, like you said.
Yeah. Like if you're,
I mean, people will assume you have bad hygiene if your hair doesn't look on point every time as well. Like if it looks like half dyed and like a bit ropey, people will just assume you don't put effort into anything.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't put effort, I mean, even I'm thinking that if you don't put effort into like the first thing people see when they look at you, then like,
yeah,
I hear you.
Yeah.
So you went to jail with Sam Pepper?
Yeah.
How long were you in jail, and what did you do to get there?
He is an IRL streamer who used to be with like a friend of Ice Poseidon's, right?
Sam Pepper? Yeah. So Sam Pepper became famous before Ice Poseidon, and what he did is he made these videos
way before then,
where he would like prank people, or in particular, he got a lot of notoriety for kissing girls that didn't want to be kissed. And then he would claim it was a social experiment.
Like fake hand touching prank that got him in all the trouble, wasn't it?
Maybe I don't know this one, but it was like a pattern.
Like a prank where he walked around with a fake hand, and he actually I can't remember what he did. I don't know if he actually squeezed chicks' bums or if he did it with the fake hand and then tried to show it was a fake hand afterwards or something like that. It was very strange, and he's done like 6 things that have got him cancelled. So like,
yeah. So, but anyway, he would do socially inappropriate stuff, usually having to do with like making advances on girls that were a little too fast, a little too much. And that's how he became known. Then he was on Ice Poseidon's thing, and I think he eventually did some crypto scam that made him a lot of money, and he just ducked out.
Yeah, that was the fake hand prank. I mean, it was all fake, so like it didn't really matter that he was doing.
But the women weren't actresses.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
They were all actresses.
Yeah. Everything.
So they were in on it. The whole thing was fake.
Yeah, everything was fake. Yeah. Like back in these days, this is like just before this prank came out was when I was hanging out with him.
Okay. So why were you guys in jail?
So at the time, Sam was like, even though he had like 2 million subscribers, it was like a dead channel, couldn't get any views. And like I said, this was like the beginning of van life. So me and my mate were talking together. We were like, hey, we should get a van. And at the time we were staying with Sam Pepper because obviously, like I said, the guy deleted my YouTube channel. I've flown back to LA. I didn't have a place to stay. So my mate was staying at Sam's, and I was like, "Can I stay at Sam's too?" He was like, "Yeah, sure." He's kind of overheard that me and my mate are saying like, "Yeah, we want to get like a van for like $1,000 and all this." And yeah, one day he's just woken up and he's bought an airport shuttle bus for $4K, and he's like, "Yeah, you guys each owe me $1,000 now. You said you wanted to buy a van, right?" And we were like, "Bro, we didn't tell you we wanted to buy a van, and like we wanted to go 1,000 all in, not 1,000 each." And like, but he was like, "Oh, look, it doesn't matter, just live stream, and like, you know, when you live stream, you can just give me the money." And I'm kind of like, "Well, I don't really have any money, so like, I guess I'm gonna have to fucking do that." Like, like, I don't really have a place to live, so.
He Andrew Tated you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got trafficked.
Right.
Did you live stream on OnlyFans?
But either way, like at this point, he starts. Originally, we're kind of like, all right, sick. This airport shuttle bus is sick as fuck. Wait. If I have to go down to my Instagram, but let me find this airport shuttle bus because craziest thing you've ever seen. It started off really good. We've gone like Oregon and stuff like that, and then Sam starts being weird. Starts being like, "Yeah, you guys have to have knives on you all the time."
What?
I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, here's a knife. What the fuck? Like, makes us.
We're in America, dumbass.
All right, so when he hands you, why do you need the knife? Because I'm sure you asked.
Like, he's saying, "Oh yeah, we might need it for like, you know, when we're out and about, like you know, scavenging and like, you know, when we're doing our hikes and shit." And I'm like, "But like, surely one person needs a knife." And he's like, "No, keep it on your waistband at all times."
What?
But because he starts getting really controlling. Like he starts telling us like the times we need to wake up in the morning. Says if we don't wake up by 7:30, then he's going to start driving, and we're not going to be able to get food. And the whole point of this road trip, by the way, is that we're just supposed to be going into like abandoned places and getting photos for Instagram, like kind of just shallow shit. I mean, bro, I was a kid at the time, but I'm looking back, like Sam was like my age now, and it's very strange. But like, I mean, I had just turned 18, so
he had a little cult.
It was weird. Look, here's the.
Did you carry your blade?
Dude, he literally had a cult. He made them all wear those knives like some sort of symbol or marker or something.
Look at this one. So this is the.
They all had to have green hair,
right? And it was just so. Either way, like I said, we're going into abandoned places. Starts getting really weird. Fuck, I haven't told the story in so long, but Sam one day. We wake up, he's already driven through like one whole state. And we're thinking, what have you been doing? You've been driving all through the night. You've driven through like a whole state. We've missed out on all this shit. He's like, no, I've got a really good place for us to go in Pennsylvania. Really, really good place for us to go in Pennsylvania. So, all right, fuck it. Like, look, just listen to Sam. He started getting really weird with us, starts yelling at us and all this shit. Fuck it, we go with him. Turns out, his girlfriend had gone to Pennsylvania to go to her family to get away from him because he'd been so weird. And he's driven us to his girlfriend.
No.
Specifically tried to get away from him while we're on this trip, right?
Oh, no.
Oh, like
wait, this is what the knives are for.
Right.
This is what the knives are for.
Now we know.
It just starts getting weirder and weirder to the point where, like, it was just nothing really too bad was going on, but we were a bit obviously like, this guy is fucking nuts. Let's just finish this road trip and fucking get away from this guy. And turns out he hadn't looked up the trespassing law in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is like the worst state in like all of the US for trespassing laws.
Okay.
It's really bad. And we went into like some abandoned school just to take photos. I didn't even go in because this is going to sound so stupid as well. Yeah. I haven't even gone in, right?
Imagine.
But everyone has dyed their hair green.
I was right.
Oh my God. Whose idea?
Sam.
Whose idea was it?
It was Sam's idea.
So there you are. There you all are. With your hair colored. With your hair colored how Daddy wants, and you're all wearing Daddy's knives, and you've broken into a school at night, I'm sure.
No, during the day.
Oh, okay, good.
3 of them are inside the school, and one of them, basically, the police get called, 2 of them get caught, and one of them runs away, right? So the police have now been told, oh, there's a guy with green hair who has run away from the police. I am a man with green hair, and there aren't many of them, so they've seen me and gone, get the fuck out the bus, get the fuck out the bus. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, put me on the ground and shit. Like, fucking, bro, we're in the holding cells. We're like with all these guys who are on heroin and shit. And like, you know, everyone's like, you know, trying, you know, some like gangster guys who are in there to sell the heroin and get the heroin in. And some guys who are there just on heroin and shit. Like, fucked up holding cell. If anyone knows Allegheny County Jail watching this, I feel very sorry for you. That is a fucked up place. And bro, even all these big guys are like, yeah, like, don't worry, you're gonna get out, like, you're gonna get SO'd, like, whatever the fuck that means in America. We don't call that here. Yeah, but like, you're gonna get SO'd, it's gonna be nothing, bro. Yeah, I walk into my like video judge thing, and the guy's like, yeah, 2 felonies, criminal trespass and conspiracy, which were both 5 years.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're like, yeah, we're making an example out of you. We want to stop people going in this school.
Jesus
like,
Christ.
so all of us have these charges. We managed to get bailed out for like $5,000 each from Sam's girlfriend's scary dad.
Wow,
It's a story for a different time, but
why the fuck would he bail y'all out?
I don't know. He had a safe with like $250,000 in it, and nobody knew how he got it. So
Damn.
Yeah, but why? But it seems like you would be the last people he'd want to bail out. The people who traveled, the gang who traveled across the country to track his daughter down.
He hated us while we were at we stayed at his house while we were there. Like he started doing chores after we got arrested when he bailed us out. And dude's like, bro, I didn't ask you to do chores. You're like, you're raking the leaves, and more leaves are gonna come down. And Sam's just like forcing us to do all this shit.
Can you refer to him as daddy for the rest of the
story? So one day, me and my mate are like, bro, we need to leave. Like,
Father Samuel.
Yeah.
Bro, we're telling Sam, like, bro, like, you know, we should keep going on the trip, just come back for the court date.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good. Like, I'm sure we can find a good lawyer, we'll be fine, it's okay. And he's like, bruv, like what? Well, at first he's kind of like, no, don't worry, like, it's all good. Gets later on in the day, and he starts fucking putting his hand on his knife, and he's like, you guys don't want to leave, do you? You guys don't want to leave, right? And we're like,
Oh my god,
bro, like, no, we don't want to leave. Like, we're good. We told you earlier, like, we're good. And he's like, yeah, okay, good, like, good. So, like, right, like 3 a.m, me and my mate just fucking pack up our shit and leave. Oh, bro. Oh shit, this story gets fucked up. Okay. Oh my god,
it's already fucked up. You've already been to jail and you're being held hostage. But carry on.
Yeah.
Tell me where it gets bad.
Bro, I've got to the taxi rank, right? So these taxi people. Oh no, I haven't even explained, bro. I've called a taxi rank and I've told them this whole situation. And at the time, Sam had just had like some crazy controversy come up. So the chick on the phone has just been like, "Oh, that Sam Pepper guy. Yeah, no worries. We'll send someone to pick you up. We want you to get away from him." We get there. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm on bail. I need to smoke my weed quick." And they're like, "Oh, don't worry. We've got weed. You can smoke our weed." So I'm like chilling with these taxi people, working out where I'm going to go, smoking weed with them somehow.
Nice.
Well, I'm looking through my contacts. I'm like, who the fuck is near Pennsylvania? Anyone. The only person who I knew, I knew them from way back on an old live streaming website, used to chat back in the day, is Eugenia Cooney.
The anorexic chick?
The anorexic chick.
Wait, what?
Eugenia Cooney. So
That was
I
the
hit
old
up
a picture of Eugenia Cooney.
Fucking
Oh, yeah.
smoking.
You got, bro, like.
Hey, Taylor, you asked me earlier where you might get some human bones.
Before you guys see her, this is a chick who really understands calories in, calories out.
Goddamn right she does.
Oh, yeah. But, bro, I've hit her up, and she's, like, explained all the shit to her mum, and she's been like, yeah, come over. And, like, bro, I got, like, a 16-hour coach from Pennsylvania to, like, fucking Connecticut, and, and stayed with Eugenia Cooney for, like, a week.
That's
She looks happy.
You know what? Being around her,
those
actually,
boobs.
in person,
What
she is actually a happy person in that sense. And like, bruh,
She looks like she'd be adept at capturing flies.
I feel like she could escape from jail. Like, tell me if she could slip between those bars.
Yeah.
From jail.
There's no
but yeah, it's just a weird.
She's like a mouse.
Small
She'll
world,
just
you know, like just happened to hit up Eugenia Cooney and stay at her house for like a week.
So you just
mom
reached out to her. She was the only person you knew, and she just totally was like, "Yeah, come stay
Yeah,
here."
I mean, if you ever see a
Well,
video,
she's
of
pretty
Eugenia
cool.
Cooney, you'll know she's just one of them people who's like, yeah, of course, yeah.
She's a poor decision maker. That's what he means.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can tell. You can definitely tell that.
Letting
Yeah.
this animal into her house.
It's subtle, but I caught on that.
What
Don't the rest of the
Drew?
green-haired
Don't
knife
worry
boys
about
want to
it.
come with you?
Yeah, dude. I want to know where did the knives match?
So they actually did match in the sense of like they were all the same type of knife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he try and teach you anything about knives, like defensively or attacking, or
No,
he just insisted you be strapped up?
No.
Okay,
So he
so
never taught us
did he ever
anything. He was
brandish
like,
the
yeah,
knife?
have a knife for them times we need it on them hikes, you know?
Did he often have the knife out, like doing like stuff with it, playing with it, maybe while he
Yeah.
talk to you?
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of implied threat there, right? You know, the sort of thing where we're having a conversation with someone and one of you has a weapon out. Like
But like, bro,
Even-
I can't, like the thing is, even in thinking about this, I can't forget the good times, which were like us driving the big van.
he wouldn't let you.
And then, like I remember like
Love to
times
see
where, like,
the
we drive van, we
montage.
put it on like cruise control, and we have
Good
like
times
somebody
montage.
swap the
You're
drivers.
the best of
while driving.
friends.
So you'd put it on cruise control and then no one would be driving?
No, we swapped the drivers like while it's driving and shit, like with cruise control, because the way the seat was set up, you could literally just like have somebody just swap over from either
Yeah.
side.
I've done that before, yeah.
Yeah. Like that, you know, that was kind of fun. That was about it. That was the
They
only
were the
fun
good
stuff.
times. Yeah.
Man,
But the good times can't
Sam,
last
this is
forever.
I don't know who that guy is it Sam Pepper, is that his name?
Yeah, you don't know
Yeah.
Sam Pepper at all?
So I know his name. If you described him, I would know him, but you know what I mean? He's one of those people. But wow, that sounds awful scary. It sounds like he had a borderline Manson-esque cult type thing going on. To me, it's weird when you want people to dress like you and look like you and like
I mean,
like
I was the one who had green hair originally, and it was more like he was trying to change me the whole time, and then also trying to be like me. It was really weird. It was almost like he was trying to like take the good qualities from me and add them to himself, and then take
Yeah.
away.
he wanted to get
qualities
inside
that he
you,
didn't have for, and then make us the same. It was very strange.
walk around in there. Make some
Was
room.
there?
But like that's the thing with Sam. I've always said to people, I've been like, bro, like this guy will just fuck you over for money. Like that's the main thing he'll do. Try and like wrap you into something, and then just like be like, yeah, you owe me money now. And it's happened with like all of his,
I
all of his
remember
relationships with people with
we
Ice Poseidon
talked
and
about
everything.